Hi guys, I have another story for you today on this next video of Watch Your Back series. Today I'm going to tell you a story which happened on a beautiful monsoon day like this, and I met a woman who had come to us for persistent back pain following her delivery. And a lot of times we feel that after delivery some back pain is normal, right? But that's like saying that when I wake up in the morning I have back pain. That's normal, right? It's not. It is not normal to have any sort of back pain after your delivery or during labor or after your postpartum. And the reasons why you have back pain during these times is very obvious, but I will come to that soon. Let me tell you about this woman. First delivery, and she came to us with a young baby and her husband. Lot of pain in her back, and she said that she's been having this before her delivery also, and now it has become even worse. And there was nothing that was helping. She was taking painkillers. She was actually taking some physiotherapy also, which involved putting IFT, which is some sort of currents on her back, but it wasn't helping. It really wasn't making any difference. So what was it? On deeper examination, we found out that the muscles in her core were not very strong and not supporting her, and there was a little bit of a spinal malalignment in her. So what did we do? We told her that it's going to take time, but there were challenges, right? She had a small baby to care for. She was going to be in postures which are slouched, and when you're taking care of a baby, of course, you cannot be knowing what posture you're in. So how do you solve this? It wasn't very difficult actually. How you solve it is by being cognizant and by being empathetic of the fact that some things are possible and some things are not. There are some exercises which she just could not do, and there was no point in pushing her for doing those exercises. But then there were other exercises which were excellent for her, and we did more of that. So why do you have back pain after delivery or even during labor? The reason is that your body is preparing you for delivery, which means it is loosening your ligaments, it is loosening your joints so that you're able to have a baby. When that happens, your joints start to loosen up and you are not as supported as you would be. So imagine that your joints are supported like this by ligaments, and one fine day, because you're in labor or you are going to have a delivery, the joints loosen up. And when you have delivery, they don't really come back on their own. What is required is support of your muscles. So all the joints around your spine and around your hip become loose, and your muscles need to support them. And if you don't get that support, you will end up having back pain. This is exactly what was happening in her, and this is something that she was not realizing on her own. She felt that, I've had a delivery, people say that you have back pain after delivery, and then they go on with it. It's not normal, and it is not something that you should continue to live with. How do you solve it? It's very simple. In her case, we did a set of exercises called an extension. I've shown it in my previous videos. You can have a look at that. The extension exercise helped her a lot because it eased up pressure on her back. That pain was because of her odd posture. So her pain was twofold. One was because of the posture that she was maintaining during the day, during feeding, during taking care of the baby, bending, all of that. How do you counter that? By doing a set of extensions. An extension exercise counters all of that and takes care of it. So an extension basically looks like this. So all day you are like this, and the extension takes you into a backward movement. That helped her for one. The second thing that helped her a lot was stabilization of her core exercises. By doing these two things, she was able to get back to normal. We treated her for about 2 odd months, and after that she was on her own for a couple of more months. When I met her after 6 months, which was a follow-up visit, she said she's fine, she's absolutely okay. She does have back pain, and it's not that it has magically disappeared, because trust me, back pain does not magically disappear. You have to work on it. So she realized that, my back pain is much less, and more importantly, she was in control of her back pain. That is more important. And the real learning from this story that I want you to take with you are twofold. One is, if you're pregnant, if you're going to have a baby, if someone tells you you will have back pain and it's normal, it's part of it, it is not part of it. You can work on yourself and get rid of your back pain. The second thing is, you have to be in control of your body. That's more important. Whether you have back pain or you don't have back pain, when you have it, you should know what to do. That is the most important thing. And if that is in full control, then you're sorted. That was the story of a lady who came to us on a beautiful monsoon afternoon and got treated in a matter of 2 to 2.5 months. Her story inspires me to understand that if I'm in control of my body and if I understand what's happening, I'll be able to treat myself. She did that. She wanted to understand what was happening and she wanted to treat herself and be independent of everybody else. Ultimately, she achieved.